Okay. One, two, three, go. So, according to Rita Mae Brown, language is the roadmap of a culture. It tells you where its people come from and where they are going. So, good day, everyone. So, for today's episode, we will be talking about language. And with me are my special guests, namely Miss Josie Arienza and Miss Vea Corpus. So, may I ask Miss Josie Arienza first? So, how are you today? Miss Arienza?
Good morning.
Okay. So, thank you. So, how are you today?
I'm fine.
Okay. Thank. How about you, Miss Corpus? Okay. Thank you. So, before I will proceed to our main topic that we're going to discuss today, um, I will ask you first. So, are you two okay? So, are you feeling good?
Yes, I'm
Okay,
good.
thank you. So, to formally start our discussion, I will begin with my first question. And because we're going to talk about language, I'd want to ask the both of you if how is it really important. So, I will start with Miss Corpus. So, what is the importance of language for you? Okay, thank you, Miss Corpus. So, how about you, Miss Josie Arienza? So, what is the importance of language for you?
And for me, one of the most important aspects of every culture is language. It is means by which people connect with one another, form bands and form a sense of belonging.
Okay, thank you very much for your thoughts. So, did you both know that there are 6,909 languages spoken around the world? Can you imagine? So, based on that data, what do you think is the reason why we have so many languages around the world? Miss Josie?
For me, the reason why we have so many languages around the world because they have been a lot of languages variation from the start. Humans would still speak thousands of distinct languages even if there was a single common human language to begin with. This is because people move around and languages evolve. The fundamental reason for the large number of languages is due to a distance and time. People in groups are constantly on the move, looking for new chances. Language evolve over time as well, even the English language.
Okay, thank you very much. So, we've noticed that there are a lot of people who frequently want to learn other people's languages, which is why they study others' languages and even their accents very hard. The way they pronounce words may be due to the fact that they love the location where the language is spoken. So, or it may be due to the need for them to communicate effectively with their friends and relatives, particularly when they are placed in another location. So, have you heard the word dialect? If so, what do you think is the difference between language and dialect? Okay, thank you very much, Miss Carpus. So, we found that there are considerable differences in language patterns among groups when examined by age, socioeconomic position, gender, ethnic group, and geographic region. So, what do you think is the main reason of this? Miss Carpus? Okay, thank you. So, can you give examples or do you have any examples for that? Okay, thank you so much, Miss Corpus. So, your idea, your thoughts really open our minds in that matter. So, we've we've previously heard English, right? So many people consider English to be a second language because it allows them engage with people from all over the world. Furthermore, English is the world's second most spoken language. When people from different countries get together these days, English is frequently the default language. So this has been made evident in regions where English is being utilized to bring these groups together. However, we discovered that some people use the varieties of English which are known as Standard and African American English. So, do you have any thoughts on this too, Miss Josie?
So, for me, is both different languages should be learned.
Okay, thank you, Miss Josie Arianza. So, now I've noticed that we've overly concentrated on spoken language, right? Am I right? Okay, thank you for your response. So, we are overly concentrated on spoken language, despite the fact that there are many people who can speak and are deaf. So, in their circumstance, what you can recommend to keep their communication open, Miss Arianza?
So for me, those who can speak that I can recommend that they should study hand sign communication. So even if they are deep, they can also communicate.
Okay, thank you so much, Miss Arianza. How about you, Miss Carpus? Okay, thank you so much, Miss Bea. So, indeed, sign language is very important to this kind of people. And now, I just want to know the role of first language in second language acquisition. Miss Corpus? Okay, thank you so much, Miss Carpus. So, how about this so-called language proficiency?
Okay, so in my own research, that language proficiency, it refers to a person's capacity to communicate in foreign language. There are many levels of proficiency, and depending on your fluency, speaking a second or third languages fluently can improve your work prospects.
Okay, thank you so much. So, if we are going to sum up the Miss Corpus discussion and Miss Arienza's discussion, um, we can really say that indeed language have a great part in our daily living, especially in school. That is why most of the students are bilingual because they are using two languages for the purpose of instruction. So typically in English language schools, instruction is in both English and the student's home language, or what we call mother tongue. Miss Corpus, do you want to add something? Okay, Miss Arienza, do you want to add something? Miss Arienza, your mic is off. Can you turn it on?
So, dual language immersion programs, sometimes referred to as two-way bilingual immersion programs, have grown in the past few years from a few hundred to more than 2,000 programs across the United States. Texas is the leading state implementing these programs with between 700 and 800 of them. Maxwell 2012, according to Grisile 2014, California had 313 dual languages programs as of 2011, mostly in Spanish. The Glendale United School District in Los Angeles County, for example, other programs in Italian, German, Spanish, American, Japanese, and Korean. Watanabe 2011 instruction in Glendale programs is, for example, 90% Italian and 10% in English in kindergarten and first grade. Language usage is 50 to 50 by fifth grade. The goals of the dual language program are bilingualism, oral proficiency in two languages, biliteracy, reading and writing in two languages, achievement or above grade level, and also multicultural competencies. Watanabe 2011. So, dual language immersion programs include students with an English background and students with one other language background. We can really conclude that English language has a big contribution as our mode of communication, not just here, but all over the world.
So thank you. So in fact, English language learners are often caught in the middle of politics. So both sides of the English only movement believe strongly that their positions are best for language minority immigrant students. So in conclusion, so in today's environment, knowing English language as our mode of communication is really beneficial. Am I right? Okay, thank you. So, it is really beneficial because English is a very important language, and it is taught in many schools and other learning institutions around the world. English acts as unifying force for individuals from all over the world. So, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoy watching us.